Hey, so this is how to make the RMT rope, David Weck method. You need about 5 meters of rope per rope. So I've got 10 meters here, and that should make 2 ropes. So first I'm going to chop this in half, and then I'll show you guys where you need to tie all the knots and all that. Okay, so the first knot is called a hanging, I forgot, a hanging line knot, something like that. So it's similar to like a noose, except it slides. So the trick with this knot is that you make a, what do you call it, a catch or a bend. And wherever that bend is where the end of the rope is going to be. So that's not as important the first time around. So basically you make the catch, you go down, you want to give yourself some slack, you go down across, and then you basically just wrap it around pretty tight. This is what makes the handle. This is what makes the end of the rope. It depends. You know, I see a lot of ropes and there's only like 3 loops for the handle, but I see a lot of ropes and there's like 4 or 5 loops for the handle. So it doesn't really matter. Most of my ropes have like 3 or 4 loops. I'm gonna try this one and get like 4.5. So I'm gonna give myself a little bit extra rope, make the catch. And it doesn't matter where you start going around because it's going to slide. So go around, and you go around again. You have to get close to my hands here so I can see. So I've just gone around twice now. Make it pretty tight. Doesn't have to be super tight. 3, 4. I want a little bit more. I want a bigger handle with this one. So I give myself a little bit more rope. Start again. So just go down, around once, around twice, 3 times, 4 times, and then to finish this knot, what you got extra here, you just tuck it in the middle, and then you basically grab the whole thing and cinch it down, and then it's gonna tie that. And then to make it tight, you're going to pull both ends at the same time. So I use my teeth to make it really tight. Just like that. So you can see where this ended up being. This was the end of the catch that I originally made. So like I said, that's not as important the first time. But it is important if you only have so much rope. And I'll show you now where it's important. So you want the rope to be about at the bottom of your rib cage, touching the ground. Catch my drift. So this would be a pretty good length of the rope. There's like a little bit of slack left. The thing is, you can make it adjustable. You can make it a bit longer and make it adjustable. That way, if you got a tall buddy or something you want to share it with, then you can. And you just tie knots in the sides to make it shorter. So I'm going to make this one a little bit longer, give myself a little bit extra slack. So that seems about good. You can see I got quite a bit extra here. So I think actually 5 meters is more than enough to make one single rope, unless you're like really tall. So maybe like right here. Typically for a jump rope, the rule is like to your armpits. So I might just make one like that, and then just tie big old knots on it and make it adjustable. So let's try that. So this is where I want it. So that was up to my armpit. So that's where we're gonna make the bend and the catch. And that's where the knot will end up cinching down to, and that'll be the end of the rope. So that's where that trick comes in handy. So I make the catch, and the same deal. Can I get close again? Come down. Make the bend. Go around 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's good. I'm gonna do one more. And then tie it through the loop. Get it in there pretty tight before you cinch it down. Grab it, slide it down. Make her tight. Kaboom, there you go. So that's pretty much it. That's pretty much how you make the rope. And it is too long. It's too long. So I'm gonna tie knots in it for me to use it, and that'll be it. And then obviously for the excess rope, you can cut it and burn it, or just cut it, up to you. But that's it. It's very simple. It's really easy to make one of these ropes. I'm not sure why people are charging like $50, $60 to make one of these, because I just bought, you can get this rope for less than $1 per meter. So this, for me to make 2 ropes, it's going to cost around like $6. So yeah, it's a really great tool. I've been having a bunch of fun with it. So yeah, you can give it a try. It's not expensive and it's pretty easy. You just got to know how to make 2 knots. So good luck.